point, we continue to move forward in that department. We didn't lose, and we had another shutout at home. Those are the positives. The things we need to work on are the things we need to work on, that we continue to not reward ourselves in the final third in some of the actions that can result in goals, because they're out there. There's plenty out there. Now Salt Lake's going to say the same thing, because they had plenty of actions that they could have ended up getting on the score sheet. It was the first sort of hot day, and I think you could kind of feel that both teams were dealing with little of the elements. We have not conditioned enough into the elements to take advantage of that. So I think both teams in a transition game like that struggled to have a real structure, in particular that last 15, 20 minutes where it just became a track meet. And then we have plenty of opportunities there to see out the game. It's an exhale. It's a quality pass. It's the right decision away from finishing out a bunch of plays. And we just gotta start rewarding ourselves for all the hard work we're doing. Steve Clark was very good. He was, certainly at a high level today. Defensively, it was pretty sound in the back four. Mika Dos Santos came in, was filling some big shoes tonight. I know you guys heard about Teenage. It's a big miss for us, and for us to put in a player that's only at a half in this league and still put up a shutout at home is really impressive, and I'm proud of him. That was, I think, a big step for Mika. So I'm happy for him. What else? Yeah. What do you guys have? Yeah. Well, what I'm proud of is that Franco Escobar is playing left back. Daniel Steris is playing right back. We've got, Tate going out. Brad Smith finally coming back in. We didn't have Brad Smith for a while. Now Teenage goes down. I'm happy Ethan is evolving to a real center back in this league. So, watching the kind of resiliency back there and the adaptation or the growth of some of these players is very rewarding. Artur's a big part of it. He's been very solid and cleans up a lot. And Hector's, again, we talked about this. It's always the collective, and I know that's cliche and you're tired of me saying it, but it is a group effort. Everybody's doing their part. And today, we could have gave up a few again, and that's every game in the MLS. It could go either way. Tonight could have went either way. They certainly had plenty of chances, enough dead ball situation, corner kicks that they were dangerous on. But one of these days we're gonna reward ourselves and put 2-3 on. But until that happens, we got to continue to be strong on the defensive end. Well, I think that was we didn't want to be too flat, even though they keep 2, 3, 4 at times high as we build, and so that's so our active defending at times we're going to need him to stay, but we also want him to be aggressive and get down the line and get in some service. I thought too many times we didn't get him down low enough, and he's coming back into his right, so we got to keep pushing that. That's also a spot where Brad Smith can come in and help as we kind of evolve and see what this back line looks like. Is it Brad and Escobar on the right? Is it we continue with Daniel Steris in that 3 and really being a little bit more solid and not having as much overlap? So those are the decisions that we're going through now to see what this kind of next evolution our back line looks like. But I thought he had a good night. I thought he was strong and both going forward, and he locked down some really good players. Well, I think teams are trying to flood the box a little bit on Hector and Artur and allow us not to build at times. So then it's important to go to the next line and find Coco and find Amin. And they want to close that one up. Then we go one more line, and it's it's about decision making and taking what's there. And today I think as they tried to flood that box, I think we found Coco enough in those advanced positions, but then we just let ourselves down constantly. Turnovers, sloppy turnovers, easy balls, connections that now result in such great opportunities. We just, a little rusty, maybe the bye week. We had no business having a bye week, by the way. Maybe the heat. I think some of the quality in the final third. It was our first dose of it. It's going to get worse. But as it gets worse, we got to take care of the ball even more because we're not a track meet team. And if we get into these with teams that maybe have, attackers that don't let you off the hook, we're in trouble. So we got to take care of the ball and make other teams work. I know. 10-game suspension? No. I didn't like getting pulled out of games either, but you have to do it in the right way. So we'll have a chat. But he wears his heart on the sleeve. He doesn't want to come out of a game like that. I understand, but he's got to do it in the right way. Wanted to go for it. We want to get him in some isolations, and he did a good job of getting there. He creates the chance for Sebas. So I think he did a good job for 5, 6, 7 minutes, and then his impact, I think the game caught up to him, and then he wasn't as impactful for the rest of it. So, it's good that he came in and gave us real minutes, but I'm looking for that for every minute that he's in there to be a threat and also make a couple defensive plays. He looked like he got gassed there for a second, and for a sub, you can't be gassed. You got to come in. So we got to push his fitness and figure out how to get him on the field because he's super talented, and we don't have a lot of pace, and he's one guy that can kind of help us in that department in the 1v1 situations. So we'll keep working on him. We're a little thin out there as well. But I thought Ivan had a good night till he got tired. It was nice to see him back into the mix. He looked like his old self. But again, the story of the night is us just not taking care of the ball in the final third. And unfortunately, it's a little bit of a broken record. It's Wednesday, it's Saturday, it's Wednesday and it's Saturday. So, mentally, physically, it's really important for us to, recover in there and do the extra physical, get the massage, get the treatments over the next couple of weeks. So we're able to have the right selection and be deep. Hopefully Eric comes back in the mix in the next week. Ibrahim is going to be available very shortly. He's actually here. He's here now. So he's in Houston, which is nice to see. So he'll be able to get some minutes. But I don't anticipate it being the exact same team on Wednesday. So we're going to have to manage minutes. And it's going to be an opportunity for guys to go in there and build their minutes and also show us that they need to be on Saturday against Seattle. Kansas City, the Open Cup game. Who knows what they bring, and but he's been big, and he's growing each game. He's been better each game, and tonight he was no doubt the man of the match for us, and made some big saves. Just really good positioning, good reactions, and then per usual he still connects passes in a way and gives us a nice calmness there to build at times. But yeah, he's been great, and he's a good leader. He's a good guy in the locker room, and he helps me out.